We're gonna look at this new dev blog for the aircraft carrier anti-air changes. So give me a minute. Oh, so this is the dev blog. In December 2020, we released an announcement describing the new prototypes. Okay. Working on the project in the studio, the first major closed testing is scheduled for April 16th. We'll share more information about the testing closer to that date. So this is the announcement then. All right, I guess it broke. Cool. I was trying to get it to work. Okay, it's good now. Yeah, for some reason it was acting weird. Okay. So these are the changes they're talking about right here, the upcoming changes. This was back in December when they announced this. So I've been working hard. I like how they did we with like the big we. We've been hard at work finding a solution, finding the problems. Aircraft carrier plane spotting has too much impact, which we've been saying for absolute years. Anti-aircraft mechanics and consumables don't feel impactful enough. And rebalancing, spotting, and anti. So the prototype that they're doing is we don't want aircraft carrier planes to spot enemies while traveling, only when they're attacking. Those will reduce the majority of plane spotting, the random spotting that aircraft carriers provide while scouting for targets to strike. Planes will be able to travel at maximum speed in this mode. While traveling, the aircraft carrier will only have the information provided by spotting of allied ships. So pretty much it's like if you're in a submarine at maximum depth, you can't spot on your own. You can only spot from your enemy team pretty much. Like, sorry, your team is actually spotting for you. Surface ships will be able to spot enemy aircraft carrier planes during this period if in range, but their anti-air will not be able to engage them. However, if you have defensive AA fire or a fighter consumable can be used against planes in the traveling phase. So if there's like a aircraft carrier that's like flying above you in travel mode, you have defensive A or a fighter consumable, you can see them coming at you, activate either of those, and you can make them, you know, turn away or whatever, because they're gonna have to dodge those. Additionally, we're working on adding a new consumable for aircraft carriers, which will work in a similar as a hydrophone, but with limitation. The consumable will only provide brief information on any ship positioning without the ability to track targets over. So literally, it's going to be an aerial hydrophone, but for planes. All right. That's interesting. So, okay. Aerial hydrophone. All right, cool. I didn't know that planes needed that, but, you know, good stuff. When launching an attack, the planes will be able to spot enemy ships. At the same time, the anti-air from the surface ships will be able to fire at the planes, which, well, that's good. We all want that. In case the aircraft carrier keeps attacking the same ship repeatedly, the ship's anti-air will get significantly stronger for a period of time, making it counterproductive for aircraft carrier to keep attacking the same target. So pretty much if a CV is, say, doing torpedo runs on, say, like a Yamato, the longer that plane is in the anti-air range of that Yamato, the more damage the anti-air will do, which is good. It's a good thing. Anti-air is getting more accurate, doing more damage the longer it's in the area. So I like that. The main premise of this, though, is that potentially people could abuse the mechanic of this to where after a strike is done, they could switch to travel mode to reset this anti-air buff. So say they did an attack run for like 20 seconds. They switch to travel mode, go above, turn around back to where they can strike again, get back in attack mode, another 20 seconds, 15 seconds, go back in travel mode, repeat the process. This, they have to be very careful in how they implement this to where CVs can't just switch between travel mode and attack mode like super quick. If they do that, they can switch between them quickly. CV players are going to easily be able to avoid a significant damage from the anti-air. Significantly. They have to make it where switching between the travel mode and the attacking mode, there has to be a certain amount of time in between the attacking and then the traveling. You can't just switch instantly. Yeah, it's like porpoising, but for CVs. Yeah, exactly, White Coat. It's like porpoising, but exactly with CVs. Now they also want to provide a new counterplay mechanic for surface ships that amounts to blinding the carrier. Surface ships will be able to restrict the spotting ability of an aircraft carrier for a period of time, resulting in the inability to see and strike ships effectively that would otherwise not be spotted by allies. This mechanic will, however, not be effective against proxy spotting. Additionally, this prototype allows us to experiment with the concept of adding another layer of depth and gameplay and control for aircraft carrier players. Taking control of some of their guns similar to main battery. They're also making it where like CVs are able to control some of their secondaries, like the main caliber of the secondaries, which I think is a pretty interesting mechanic. I, for one, will be playing the Graf Zeppelin if this happens, because that would be a lot of fun. Just maiming around in a secondary CV and like operations. I think that would be fun. Like Graf Zeppelin, potentially the Emlyn or Richthofen. That'd be hilarious. That'd be pretty hilarious to do. So we'll see this secondary if it actually becomes a thing. So this is like their conclusion of the aircraft changes. Pretty much what they're trying to do is aircraft carrier spotting capabilities will be decreased. Surface ships will have new tools for active counterplay against aircraft. Constant attacks against the same target will become less effective as long as they can actually fix the porpoising, as long as they can make sure that doesn't happen. And the value of anti-air consumables will be increased, because we all know at this point, a lot of people, like fighters, are absolutely almost worthless on on surface ships at this point. So the fact that they have it where fighters can actually go after these planes in travel mode is really, really good. It's really good. While defensive AA, some people, it's not really good on some ships, like on some battles it's kind of worthless, but now it's like, oh yeah, it's actually really good now. It's actually really nice. I like that a lot. On the other hand, aircraft carriers will be able to reach their targets faster and launch more attacks, as well as being able to control their ship guns, which together will expand their gameplay capabilities and maintain their combat effectiveness. Them being able to attack faster and launch more attacks means that they're going to use up more planes if they don't know how to play, which is a good thing. If they do not know how to play, they're going to use up their plane reserves quicker, which is very good, which means that a good CV player is going to be able to do more, while a average CV player is going to be able to do way less. Because as of right now, you don't have to be extremely strong in CVs to just be a menace in a match, right? But now, if you're able to get your attacks quicker, yeah, What about Nakamov always seems to launch with full squadrons? That is true. The Nakamov can launch with they can attack with full squadrons. So for them, they're going to be able to go in just as fast, like really quick. That's something they have to figure out. The thing about the Nakamov though is that you still have to get in within a certain range to be able to use them. And if they're not able to spot on their own in the traveling mode, the Nakamov's at a slight disadvantage. So overall, their main goal is to improve the interaction between surface ships and aircraft carriers as a whole, and we don't want to reduce the overall damage capabilities of either side. Therefore, along with the introduction of new mechanics, we will be making balance changes to all surface ships and aircraft carriers in the game to preserve their core gameplay features, while preventing them from being over or underperforming in battle, which means we're going to be seeing so many anti-air numbers changing. Anti-air numbers, and we're probably going to be seeing some plane health numbers changing, is what this whole sentence means. They're going to be changing a lot of health pools for planes or hulls for CVs, or just anti-air damage or flak numbers on ships overall. There's going to be a lot of changes they have to do. So due to the scale of the changes, we expect to make the additional changes in the future, both for aircraft and anti-air. This prototype is in active development. We can't share more deals at the time, but we expect the change to provide you an update by the end of February, which is what they did. They gave us legit an update at the end of the month, because as of right now, this is February 29th. So yeah, this is when this devblog came out. So they legit told us at the end of the month. So good on them. But anyway, I'll have the devblog linked in the video, so if you guys want to take a look, you can. But thank you guys for watching the video. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, Julios, thank you all for watching. And there you go.